tend to come from a space of, number one, demand. So you've got to do it, right? If you don't do it, that's it, we're finished. If you don't do it, there's no sex. If you don't do it, I'm not going to talk to you. If you don't do it, I'm going to cry. So oftentimes coming from a space of demand, right? Demanding that things happen. Men hate it, and they absolutely cannot manage themselves the perception of being dominated in that way. So men feel demand as domination. Men struggle with intimacy and connection a lot of the time, but if they feel like we are dominating them, men will absolutely shut us down. They just will shut us down. They do not want to feel emasculated. So it's really important not to use demand unless there is a place for demanding. And if your partner is a really heavy drinker or a drug user, if your partner is violent or aggressive, if your partner has habits that are not healthful, then demanding is absolutely a part of your arsenal when talking to them, because some things are non-negotiable. You've got to go to rehab or this relationship is over. That is a demand, and it's an appropriate demand given the circumstances. So demands have a place, but please use them so sparingly, like as sparingly as you possibly can. Teeny tiny amount, right? Think of it as a little bit of salt on your meal, a teeny tiny amount of demanding. Try and use I, not you. And I know a lot of therapists like me suggest that you use I, not you when you're talking. There's a reason we do it, and that is because when we use you always, for example, you always call me names, it absolutely gets the other person defensive, and then they'll argue with you about, well, no, I don't always. Like sometimes it might, but not always. It doesn't help you, right? You can say, I feel really hurt when you call me names. Now, it's much harder to defend from that position, because I'm saying to you, you're hurting me. I feel really hurt when you do that. It can be heard by the other person in a completely different way. So try using I statements. It takes a bit of practice, so don't worry if you don't get it right straight away, but try them out. So at the beginning of this live, what I said was, every single one of these strategies you can use today. Right? So when I do work with people, I want them to walk away going, I can use that right now, and I can make a change right now. So I want you to practice some of this stuff today.